the first year ever, coming all the way from Dartford, Trade Apps Off the Job podcast. It's Kieran and Pete, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise!
Fair enough. Go on.
So my question to you is, what made you think you was funny enough to do stand-up?
We normally have guests on the show, so Mr. David White and Mark Hall to come down and have a little interview with us.
A sight to be seen. Have you seen it, David?
I don't want the heat pump, thanks.
You remember this talk, but where'd you talk about?
Now, it's a new thing we're trying this year. I know Pete's lost his bollocks, so, to try and show some support for his new venture, won't you? Now, I'd like to make a special round of applause for the first year ever, coming all the way from Dartford, Trade Apps Off the Job podcast. It's Kieran and Pete, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise! Don't be scared, it's all right, come on. No one tell them I bribed you to come in, okay? All right.
That was quick.
Right, I'm going to put this down. Be kind, and like I said, drinks on the way out, raffle when you get outside, and we've probably got an open bar for the rest of the night as well, just saying. Right then, okay, see you later.
Right, evening guys. We all had a good day today at Installer, yeah? Brilliant. So this is a special episode that we're going to do for you. They did ask me to do stand-up, but you lot are too bored of my blind parents thing.
He was too scared with it.
You don't want the blind parents thing anymore. So, yeah, we decided to do a trade podcast live for you lot. We want to do a bit of audience interaction, that sort of thing. It's nice to get feedback, innit? Yeah, I got feedback earlier from one of our followers, yeah. Andre, Milwaukee, bless him. He come up to me, he said, your podcast, he goes, I love it, it's brilliant, fucking excellent, he goes, I went, oh, thanks very much, Andre. He goes, I tell you the one I liked. He goes, the one with Nicola from CT1. I went, that's Trade Legends, you prick. Is he winding me up?
You've gone off the script, mate.
Well, no, we'll go off script at times, don't we? Go on.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to Installer Show. Massive thank you to Pointy for putting this on. I think a lot of people come to this Plumber Social more than Installer Show, so it's a well done, mate.
Thanks, mate. I'm happy a bit now. I'll go. Cheers, bye.
Big vouchers.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be back.
I want to say a massive thank you to the sponsors as well that made this happen. That's Fix Radio, Baxi, It's My Trades, Willow, CT1, AD, EPH, Lawton, Installer Show, Instactor, Talon, Tide and Polypipe. So thank you for giving us free drink and a party.
Right, so just to kick it off, we're going to do a few light-hearted questions like we do on the episode. I don't know if any of you have caught it yet, and possibly you might not want to watch it after watching this thing, but, we'll try. We'll try it for you. We're going to ask each other a couple of questions that we did pre this and see what his answers are, and he'll see what my answers are. All right, so Kieran, I've been wanting to know a long time, right? How fucking long are you keeping your hair in a bun for, son? What the fuck is that all about? Hair in a bun?
You're stitching me up.
No. How long are you going to keep it like that
It started in lockdown, so I thought you can't get your hair cut.
Lockdown?
So, yeah.
Goldie lockdown?
And I don't want to end up like my dad. That's the main reason.
Right.
He is bald.
Right, okay, so you're just holding on to it. It's not
I'd rather go grey than lose my hair.
Fair enough. Go on.
So my question to you is, what made you think you was funny enough to do stand-up? He's froze, but he don't know what to say.
That's a cheap shot, isn't it? That's a proper cheap shot. Like I wanted. Well, I would have done stand-up today, but after all that walking around installed, I can't actually stand. I don't know how many of your legs are gone, but my legs are absolutely knackered, yeah. My knee's gone, and there's no fucking underlaying that carpet round installer, is there, whatsoever? I don't know. I just felt like doing it, you know what I mean? All right, let me ask you a question then. Have you, right, here we go.
I'm scared.
If any of you have caught the podcast, you'll know what I'm going on about. But have you been recognised at Installer because you don't stop banging on about the fucking the place where you got a meal. All you keep going on about is how you got recognised. Every episode, did I tell you I got recognised? Have you been recognised
might
here?
not know
Have you been
about that.
recognised here?
Maybe a couple of times.
A couple of times?
I got no free food vouchers though. I did actually from IPG, free breakfast.
Well up the IPG.
So my question to you is, why do you turn up to the podcast looking homeless, but today you're looking fresh? who are you trying to impress?
I tell you, he's roasting me, isn't he? Well, you know, I worked for ECA. I decided I needed a Turkish haircut. So that's what it was about. I got a Turkish haircut. They burnt me ear rolls, done my nose, done a nice little...
Who done it, Marco?
No, is he here? No, he didn't. But, my last barber, yeah, bless him, I only go there for a tenner each time. But this one cost 32 quid and he didn't colour me beard this time.
You're actually telling people you colour
Yeah,
your
I colour my
beard?
beard. Like Andy Cam, he colours his beard. He's got a ginger red and a black beard. What's that all about? What? So, all right, let me ask you a question. One last question to you. As a spiritual being, yeah, what do you see happening in the future with regards to the podcast and your trades app?
I ain't got a clue.
Oh, that was interesting.
I've winged it
response as
this
well.
whole way. with the podcast, I don't know. It was sort of, to be honest, it was like a marketing thing, and then I haven't got a clue where it's going to go, to be honest. Like, doing this tonight, I didn't expect to do this.
He was shitting himself out there.
We were sitting next to us
He
like,
was
Pete,
shitting
what are you
himself.
doing
We
to
had
me,
2
mate?
poos each before we did, and then I went back in there to do another one, but somebody has done something really bad in there. We're talking hazmat suits, you know what I mean? So, right, so let's get on to the next bit. So
Hey, you missed my question, mate.
Oh, did I? Fuck
Yeah, you
it,
can't
selfish.
skip the
Go on,
third
what is
one.
it? Go on, what is it? Go on.
What trade do you rate the most?
Plumbers!
Do you enjoy plumbing, though?
Do you know what, right? I know I give plumbing a lot of stick, but it's been very good to me, and we all hate it at times, don't we, plumbing, you know? And a lot of people have been coming up to me today and they're saying, I like your video because it relates to what we all go through, you know? Parking, for one. That's one thing that people go on about, is the parking. When your fucking client doesn't move the car off the drive, why not? Yeah, somebody was talking to me out there just now, and he referenced the video, and he said, I've got a rear-wheel drive, it was snowing, it was downhill, yeah? He goes, I pull all my tools, yeah, to the customer, yeah? And on the drive, they've got 3 4x4s, bless him. Do you know what I mean? And that's what you've got to put up with as a plumber, that sort of thing. So I hate plumbing for various reasons, but I do like it, or else I wouldn't do it. It's been very kind to me, so...
Hello, you wonderful listeners and watchers. Just pumping the brakes on this exciting episode to let you know about Kieran's app that's changing the game in the gas certificate world.
If you're sick and tired of doing gas certificates on paper, then Gas Certificate app is your way forward. But it wouldn't be an app worth talking about if that's it. With no hassle, you can manage your diaries, invoices and quotes for all your jobs, so you'll never be chasing paperwork again.
Don't forget those boiler manuals. I can tell you how many times I've been looking at a boiler and thinking, what the? Thankfully, the in-app boiler manuals have saved me and got me out of quite the pinch.
If it's helped Pete here, then Gas Certificate app will definitely help you, especially with its easy-to-use gas reg calculator and the extremely handy ability to duplicate certs. Brilliant for when you're doing your annual services on previous jobs.
And for the icing on the cake, it has a complete offline mode. So if you're on a job in the middle of nowhere or servicing a boiler in the basement of a building with no signal, you've still got access to everything the app has to offer to keep you working hard.
So click the link down below or in the description. Use the code POD30 to get 30% off yearly subscriptions. That's for all new users. That's POD30 for 30% off our yearly subscriptions for new users.
We normally have guests on the show, so today we've asked a couple of people who a lot of you might know in here. We've asked Mr. David White and Mark Hall to come down and have a little interview with us so we can fire some questions at them. So if you give them a round of applause to come down, please. How you been getting on today? Boys, how you been getting on today? All right, yeah? Good? Enjoying it? Yeah?
Where's my microphone? Thanks. Yeah, a bit different to last year, because after spending a year doing the Instagram stuff, I've become aware of the people that really don't like me, whose nerves I get on, and just focusing on them, really, spending a lot of time with them.
And now, yeah, Mark, you're a fully qualified, what do you call it? What do we call them?
Heat pumps.
No, not heat pumps.
I wish.
Yeah, you're a fully qualified eat geek. But, all right, so I'll have a question for you. What was, right, this is to Dave. I want to know this, right?
Yeah.
What was the inspiration, yeah, for your catchphrase, hey guys?
Is that a thing, is it? I haven't been aware of it. It's the whole YouTube thing. It's the Americans do it really well, of the whole, hey guys, and then sort of get into it. But the English, whenever we do it, it's just a bit more awkward, and I like that awkwardness, which is why I'm so nervous now, Pete, because I just like the awkwardness. That's where it comes from.
Have awkwardness.
Yeah.
You finished that question?
Yeah, go on.
So my question is to Mark. So not many people know this, but you used to slide down poles.
Here we go.
Why
I
did
don't like to mention it.
why did you leave the fire brigade?
For my love of plumbing, I think. I always wanted to be a firefighter, but I did both. I was part-time. But I don't know. The money, I suppose. Weirdly, it was quite boring. I know that's mad, but like it would be
You
really...
shit at table tennis.
Yeah. But it was like exciting, but like 99% of the time it was really fucking boring. And it was...
Wanted a few more deaths, did you?
Yeah.
Bit more action.
It's weird because we called them good jobs. So you go, oh, we had a good job, and they're like, what was good about it? I was like, his fucking head was hanging off. No, we didn't do that one.
Okay, right. Another question to Mark. Mark, why did you not re-enter Installer Awards this year?
Bloody hell. Have you seen the work I do? If they wanted a really neat combi, I could have done loads. But
You can enter anything, though, can't you?
you can, yeah.
Why didn't
You're
you?
not going to win, are you?
Why didn't you?
Why didn't you?
Put your stamp. You seen my pipe work?
I have, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I've never ever I did get asked.
Do you remember when you did that? You did a fancy one.
Here we go.
Does
Yeah.
anyone remember it? There's a picture of you with your arse out with it. What's that about? I've just suddenly... Do you know what I'm on about?
I like the crack.
You were like, I'll have a pop at this.
Didn't lag it.
That was before lagging
Yeah,
was...
part L. Briggsy's
Yeah.
all into that, ain't you?
Right, Dave.
Yeah.
So Pete thinks he's funny.
Yeah.
You think you're funny. Do you think you're funnier than Pete? Who thinks Dave's funnier? Who thinks Pete's funnier?
That's even.
That is the
That's
same.
even. We'll have a fight after.
It's all like a masturbate about it.
Yeah, we'll do that. Thank you.
Was that Pete hot enough? Yeah, it was, yeah. We heard about him. Just pretend it didn't happen in his hotel room.
He's fine.
He wears,
Bye.
I've heard that he just wears his shoes with them spikes on, doing it to himself.
I saw them last night. He said, they're Louis Vuittons. They're not shit ones.
What made you think wearing a camera on your head was funny?
It was just a one video sort of hack, wasn't it? I'd seen Tyson's video filming himself. I said, oh, this is how he does it.
Oh, you said he was your inspiration?
Yeah, he was. He was for that. That's where it came from.
Answers.
But then people said, do you actually film on that? Of course I fucking don't. I think, no. And then it was just a thing, and then it died off.
You haven't done it for a while?
I haven't, no.
Why not?
I've moved on. Been with better things, haven't I? I've been catwalking this week. So. What have you done?
Catwalking also. Did anyone
Oh,
see
needless
it?
to say.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Kaz.
Did you throw up in your mouth?
She accidentally walked past and saw it. Right, so, what's my question? So, we all know there's another podcast out there.
Trade legends.
You've both been on it. Yeah.
But the question is, who's the better presenter? I don't think they're in it. MJ, Tiff or PB?
Ooh. New or old school. Should we throw it out to the crowd again? No. This is being recorded. Go on.
Tiffers.
I'm going to say PB.
Of course you were.
Fanboy. From back in the day. You wouldn't pick him out of bed, would you? PB.
Nah, definitely not. He'd beat the shit out of you. I like that.
Mark Deep Throat Horn.
Right. Mark, and actually Dave, right, give us, right, we've seen him about the David Brent impersonator, and we know that you are inspired by David Brent, Mark, aren't you? Just a little. Am I? Have I got to do the dance now? No, but we'd like you to give your best impression. Oh, here we go. Of David Brent, yeah. Don't worry, David, you want to go first? I'll think about it. Suddenly on the spot, I can't think of anything. We could do it together. Do it together, go on. Do it.
Cute guys, it's very cute.
What would you say his strengths are? Strengths. From here, you've got accounting.
That's kind of your job, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Weaknesses, you've got expert. Yeah? It was good, wasn't it?
He's flat.
We like it.
It's very good. Watch it, they're better at it.
No, you actually met him today, didn't you, David?
Did, yeah. It's the most unprofessional I've been so far.
And that's saying something.
Yeah, worse than normal.
I should say this.
Did you meet him, Pete?
Bit off the cuff, innit? Got him to send a video to me bird, didn't I? She loves him. She wants us at our wedding in probably 20 years' time. Do you know what I mean? She's a little bit younger than me. Did I tell anyone that? A little bit younger than me. I don't think.
Let's all guess how old Pete's girlfriend is.
12.
Is it lower and higher? 12? Lower!
So I got him to send her a message, but she is a little bit younger than me. Nothing illegal or anything like that. Yeah, she's 28.
Great age. Mine is
Friday, right, and I'm 45.
Really?
Really? You still got it, yeah. Thanks a lot. So you know when you get like
You're
Is
uncomfortable.
she
Yes,
going
quite
out?
uncomfortable,
Is
innit?
she going out with you for the money?
I ain't got no fucking money, no. But you know when you get like an age difference in people, I don't know if anybody's been in a relationship where there's an age gap, yeah? So you don't have the same generation, so you've got different music, different tastes, this, that and the other, yeah? But me and my me and my girlfriend take the piss out of it. So we were sitting on the sofa the other week and she turned around to me and she said, "How old was you when you lost your virginity?" And I said, I think about 17. She went, "Oh, right. So just as you was getting into Fanny, I was coming out of one." True story. And then what happened was, right, because the ex wasn't obviously happy about it because, like, you know, she's got a new fella, yeah, and it's clear. I said to her, "Have you got a new fella?" She went, "Oh, how did you know?" I said, "Well, you've eased off of me, you prick." Do you know what I mean? I said, "What's he like?" She went, "He's so hot. He's so hot, Pete." And I went, What, hotter than me?" And she went, "Pete, he's so hot." And I was like, "Well, my girlfriend's hot." She went, "So was I 17 years ago, you go." I don't know if they're going to bleep that.
Yeah.
We're trying to
I
be
don't know.
clean, but sometimes
We get told off for that, I think.
Sorry. It's over 18s, isn't it, in here? Do you know what I mean?
So more of a serious question. What's your plans for the future, both of you?
Go on, David.
I don't know. What, in general?
General, yeah.
I don't know.
Comedian.
Pay off the mortgage.
I'm so glad I didn't answer that question.
Probably joining the rebrand next year when me and Pete do something else on here. Not work at it. That's it. That's it so far. I don't plan too much.
Mark,
Just
are you
work with
going to
loads of
rejoin the fire
brands.
service?
No, I wouldn't do that. Is this a serious question
It's,
then?
well, Kieran wrote it. I didn't.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I've just bought an old house, doing that up.
Oh yeah, his house. Oh,
Don't buy an old house. Who owns an old house here?
Anyone?
Very wise.
Yeah, we'll leave that one. It's a bit of a touchy subject, isn't it?
We'll have a nice time.
Yeah. So anyway, right. So we'll wrap you two up. We want you to do a little bit of role playing.
Did you brief them on this?
No, I
We
didn't.
haven't briefed on anything.
We was actually going to brief
This
you
is what
two.
happens,
Clearly.
right? This is what happens if you book a Brazilian meal, right, before the fucking Plumber Social, right? We was going to brief.
Can we just say what the text said that you sent us
Go on.
2 hours ago?
What was it?
You need to be here by 9:45.
But then I said I meant 8:45.
I mean, we had no signal then, so we were here early.
Right. So the role play is right. This, okay? Dave, you're a customer. Mark, you want to sell him a heat pump.
Here we go. Oh, this will be easy.
So let's go for it. Give him your mic.
Who loves heat pumps?
Hello.
That wasn't right. Do it properly.
Okay. Am I the customer?
Yeah, you got to say.
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys.
Yeah, he forgot, didn't he? Yeah. Do you not do that normally then?
No, because I'm a customer, a different person
Oh,
now.
sorry, yeah.
I do it all the time.
Role
Postman.
play.
Hey,
No, I
guys.
get it now.
Go on.
Yeah. I've come to give you a quote.
Well, you're not meant to be here. I didn't invite you round. Finish.
Wait.
Okay. Please tell me, what are the benefits of a heat pump over my gas boiler?
Have you got children, David?
I have got children. I've got 14 of them.
Do you? Blind. You have been busy.
I've been very busy. I'm very good at it, so that's why.
How many bedrooms have you got?
14.
Blimey.
Yeah.
Do you want your children to live in misery when they grow up?
Apart from, yeah, well, all of them, I
Do
want to
you?
be happy. Only Thomas, he's a little shit. So. The rest of them, look after them.
Okay. Are you happy with your current gas boiler, David?
Yeah, it's a Worcester mark.
Well,
Yeah.
of course he's happy then.
Yes.
It's probably 25, 30 years old. How old is it?
5.
Oh, shit. It's too early for a change.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time.
No, I mean, shit. Hold on.
Bring it back, Mark. Bring it
I've
back.
got one. We could use your existing boiler because it's not very old, and we could put a heat pump in as well and make it a hybrid system.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Go on. What's this tomfoolery you're talking of? So my boiler that's working, you're going to make it still work?
Basically, we could put a heat pump in for you. It would cost about 16 grand.
Yeah.
And it would cost probably a little bit more than you're paying now. How are we so far?
So the repayment period is... There isn't?
No, it's
Never. It's never.
It's a bit worse.
Yeah.
It's just a bit. But if you invest another 20 grand in solar, 10 grand in batteries, we could knock a bit off the electricity price.
Right. And what's the repayment? Is it still not repaid even after that? That's spending more money.
No, I was taking into account your 14 children. Maybe one of those could pay it off.
Yeah. Just
shall I sign you up?
Leave me your card and I'll have a think. I'll have a good think.
Okay, yeah. I can service your Worcester boiler going forward, though, if you like.
Yeah. Where's that other fella that worked with you? He was lovely.
Oh! I know who you mean.
I've seen him on Google.
Yeah. We should all Google Carl, lad.
Oh, yeah. Google Carl, lads. He's on Google. There's some pictures there, isn't there?
Can I tell you a story about that?
Yes, please.
So we were on a job, and me and Carl turned up for a boiler change. It's a guy, and we'll be there at 8:30. It's 8:30, and the guy comes out opens the window of his bathroom, topless, doesn't he, Carl? And he goes, "Oh, I didn't know you were." Well, you do, because we've sent several emails. So why have you got no clothes on? So anyway, we're doing the boiler change, and the guy he's very friendly, I should say. Like, yeah, touchy feely. I think he's a gay is what I'm saying. That's all right. So Carl comes down. That's all right, isn't it? You're going to bleep that
I
out.
didn't say it.
Nothing derogatory about that. And so I thought, I'll get Carl. So he's doing something upstairs, and then I get, he's a lovely customer, and I'm just Googling Carl Ladd in front of him. Carl doesn't know about it, comes down and...
Come down and start stroking the dog.
Yeah.
And then I've looked up and there's two people. One's got an iPad going, oh, that's lovely.
I thought you could sit on an iPad, it would be bigger. I thought it would be better rather than just on the phone, yeah.
You basically picked me up.
Yeah. But basically, if you haven't Googled Carl Ladd, you should. And it's a few years ago now, I must say, but it's a sight to be seen. Have you seen it, David?
Yeah, I don't want the heat pump, thanks.
I thought I would have got him with that, but...
You took more time than we thought.
Well, yes, it's been very entertaining. What a great question. We tried to keep it a little bit PC, but you know, Mark and all that. But thanks very much, Mark. But yeah, guys, thanks very much for joining us. It's been great sports. Thank you very much. Cheers, Mark. Thanks, Mark. Right, so does anybody else up here wants to do a little bit of audience interaction? Right, I think we'll cut this one a little bit short. Right, so Billy's volunteered. Very nice of Billy. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you come.
So what we want... Yeah, now, Bill. Come on, you're on, son. We sat you in here 35 minutes before you needed to, so, you know, get up now, right, yeah? So what we want to do, we was going to do a few little games, etc., but we're going to just get, because we're sort of like overrunning now. We want Billy to mimic a service of a boiler in a loft and do the actions in front of you how he would do it. So in your own time, Bill, you're popping your head out through the hatch there and there's no boards in it, just for your... No boards. Yep. Have you turned a light on?
You remembered his tool bag. Where's your tool bag?
Passes me tool bag on, look.
Go on. The end of the thing is at the end of the end of the roof's up there, yeah.
Where's your tool bag? You left your tool bag.
Boiler's that end. He's just gone through the plasterboard.
It's hot up here.
Are you going to label it up?
It's hot up here.
It's hot. Do you want a fan?
Right, I'm going to start on the service now.
Go on. He's getting his Instagram out. That'll do you. Thanks very much, Billy. Cheers, mate. We got time for that one more one, do you reckon?
Pete. Pointy said we've got about 5-10 minutes, and we need to.
All right, go on then.
So we've seen quite a few people, known faces on Installer Show.
Yeah, Pointy. Yeah, I'm glad Installer was bigger this year because like you could actually hear him, could you? It's all you can hear normally at Installer. Yeah, Fairways here. I think he come on his skates. He definitely come on his skates, yeah. Who else did we... Oh, I'd mentioned to Todd, because Todd won Plumber of the Year, didn't he? Yeah. He'd given up on that Installer award, did he? I see MM Plumber, is he in here? Who else we got here?
I was meant to be reading these out.
Oh, well...
I'm sitting here like
Go on, sorry, go on. Sorry, don't get jealous, sorry, I'll run away with my mouth at times, don't I? Go on.
So we've got Schweb.
Schweb! Yeah, he's running for Prime Minister now, if you didn't know. Fucking hell.
Is Gio in here? Oh, he is here. He is here.
Oh, you can't fucking miss him in the installer. I thought it was the snug fucking duck at first. But it's Gio in his pink top. Lovely. Who else did we see?
Lawton. This is a mixture.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
let you go.
Obviously, Billy, Lawton and PB. They remind me of Matt Groening characters. Mr. Burns, Smithers and Sideshow Bob, obviously. And then we got Ian. He's here. You still banging on about them flu, son? Never give up. Hashtag flu, kidding me. We love that one. Chigs was actually doing a catwalk thing today as well. Did anyone know that Chigs actually shat himself? That's why he didn't keep the clothes. He gave them all back to him. Is he in here, Chigs? Yeah, he shat himself. Bless him. You can ask him about that later. Who else? Are we going to wrap this up?
Yeah. I think we're pushed for time.
No, I'm only joking. He did have a bit of a dicky tummy. He didn't shit in any of the clothes. I'm joking. So shall we wrap it up? Yeah. All right.
Getting pushed by Pointy.
Obviously, this is the first show we've ever done live, so it's a bit of an experiment for us. So thank you for bearing with us and all that. I hope we entertained you a bit. If not, but thank you very much.
Thank you.
Go out and enjoy the party.
Thank you so much. Let's go and have a drink together. Let's go.
All right, this has been another episode of Off the Job podcast.
Thanks for watching the show on YouTube or listening on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast and all other streaming platforms.
If it's your first time watching or not, make sure to subscribe below and follow us on all the big social media stuff like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
For our overtime show on Monday, send us in your stories and comments for it to be read out on the show. Send it in via email, direct message through our social media accounts or WhatsApp us on 07457 406 259.
And we'll see you on the next episode.